time now for Love Bites with lifestyle coach Francesca Luca. Love Bites, taking a bite out of love, one question at a time. Sponsored as always by our great friends at Meineke. Stop by Meineke's Hanover Quincy location today for fast, reliable car care. Go with the name you know. Go with Meineke. All right, here she is. You can see her up on our YouTube feed, WHED Radio on YouTube. There she is, Francesca Luca.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing ducky.
Yeah? You made it in okay?
I made it in okay.
It's a rainy day out there.
It's a rainy day for sure.
All right, we're going to go into the mailbag.
All right.
Let's see what we got here for Francesca. Okay, so, and by the way, we'll tell you how you can get your question in, and if you want to comment with your thoughts and unique perspective, you can certainly do that as well on the text line. It's 781-837-4900, 781-837-4900. All right, so here's the question here, and this, we'll just call her Darlene. All right. Hi, Francesca and Rob. I was living with my boyfriend for 7 years. I guess he got the 7-year itch and ended the relationship. We were apart for 18 months. We bumped into each other at an online site, and we decided that it must be fate and got back together. We've been living together now for 2 years again. He purchased a property, and I have no ownership in it. He refuses to get married, ever. We're both in our 50s. We do have an agreement that I would have life use of the home if he passed. Great, but maybe I will want to move away if that happened, and I couldn't because I couldn't sell the property. It would go to his children. Did I mention that we fight a lot? What's a girl to do? All right, Francesca, help us out.
Oh, my. Well,
I don't think it's going very well.
Yeah, this one's got layers. Sounds like a Netflix miniseries, honestly. But, all right, I'm going to say something very provocative here, okay? Mm-hmm. But honestly, girl, at this point, he's making you his, dare I say, permanent old maid. Because you're running the house, you're taking care of him, and yet he doesn't want to make it official or put your name on the deed. And after 10 years, he won't get married. Well, I can't say it on the air, but I'll just say WTF, and we all know what that means. You know, I mean, who wants to play house forever, especially if you don't own it, literally, right? But what I'm really questioning is, what's her name, Darlene?
Yeah, Darlene.
Okay, why have you allowed this to go on? I mean, is this all you think you deserve? Because we do teach people how to treat us. And after 3 years of living together, if you refuse to get married, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, I think you should have bailed. But, Rob, I'd love to know your thoughts on this.
No, I was, before initially when it started, I said, they met each other again, and, they kind of, maybe it was fate. But then
romantic.
It did seem like that, but then as it goes on, it just gets worse and worse and worse, and now I feel bad because, because she ended it, they've been together for 2 years now.
Yep.
After 7 years, that was her chance to get away, and unfortunately it was fate that brought her back, I guess, to this guy, and she wanted to try it again, but it's only gotten worse, as you said, living in the house, and then you can see as well there sounds like there's children involved. It sounds like they're not hers.
Right.
So they're going to be, you don't think that property's just going to go to her. They're going to kick her out if something. Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of bad things, and what's in it for her in the long run, right? Really, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, and I hesitated to say that. It was very provocative, but when you think about it, right? You are kind of like his maid. You probably cook for him. You probably clean the house. I mean, he has all the benefits. That old expression, dare I say, this was back like a zillion years ago. Your mother would always say,
"What's that?"
Why would he buy the wait a minute, why would he buy the milk when he gets the cow for free? Or why, isn't that what it was, something like that? What was that, Christine?
I think Christine always knows everything. But
yeah, Christine always knows it. Christine,
yeah, she knows everything.
Okay, now that you're asking my opinion, you saw me making the hand gestures in here.
Oh, I didn't, but I just had...
No, it's okay.
Adios, muchacho. Let's be blunt here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I needed someone to back me.
What's in it for her?
Yeah,
Nothing. It's sex on demand, someone to take care of his house, and it's obvious that he doesn't feel 100% about her. Why do people do this?
I don't know.
There's nothing advantageous for her. What's she getting out of this relationship?
Right. But you know something I question? Why won't he marry her? Okay, so let's just peel this one back.
Because he's got no spine.
Well, it doesn't sound
Or
like
soul.
there's any reason to.
There's no
marry.
reason to. I mean, maybe it's fear, scars from the past, or maybe he's just protecting his
Yeah, it's true.
kid or kid's inheritance.
Well, she should protect herself.
That's exactly
The whole
right.
thing is ridiculous.
the whole thing is ridiculous. It absolutely is.
If he's
And-
listening, straighten up.
Oh, wow.
well, you know something though, I'm not saying. You know what? If he's
Yeah.
listening, but if she's listening,
Yeah.
listen. You know something? She needs to have a spine too. I'm sorry, Darlene, but you know something? You need to stand up for yourself, and if you don't, you know what? In the end, you always have to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And you know, he's leaving you out in the cold. But what I'm wondering about is, let's not ignore the last thing that you said in your question, which was that you fight a lot. Okay, so if this relationship were rock solid, why would you even be writing to us? So I doubt fighting is going to get you down that aisle. But honestly, I don't think anything's getting you down that
Did
aisle.
I mention that we fight a lot? Yeah, that's kind of just thrown in at the end, but at that point, it's already awful enough. And you're right. Do you think, Francesca, and I imagine, other people, is it just come from a sense that you think there is going to be something down the line? I mean, there must be just part of her. I know it isn't logical, but is that part of the thing why people stay in these things, that they're hoping that somehow he'll come around, or?
No, I don't.
What does she really think? I mean, obviously she knows she wrote to you at this point, but
How old did she say how old she was?
they're both in their 50s at this
Yeah.
point. So.
Yeah. Okay, so fine. Well, there's limited choices, I suppose. Well, for both of them, because they went on the dating
Yeah,
site,
they're-
right?
Yeah,
and
okay.
and you say, well, they met. They reconnected on that site, as fate would have it. But at that very point, she could have just said, "No, I'm not interested."
Yeah.
If he's the one who reached out to her. But how do we know she didn't reach
Should've-
out to him?
She should have swiped the other way.
She
whatever
should have,
they
yeah,
say.
left swipe, right swipe, whatever it is,
Yeah.
swipe in the other
Yeah.
direction, right? But
Yeah.
let's talk about
Oh,
this.
look at this guy. I know him. Yeah, let me click on here. I know this guy. I recognize that mustache and that greasy look. No, I don't know. I'm sorry, Darlene.
but you know something, she's going to be mad at us.
No, I'm sorry, Darlene. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is. In a
But
serious
listen,
sense,
you
'cause
want
you're right.
listen if
She's
you want
with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, let's not sugarcoat this. But here is a reality check. Let's talk about this. What is it? It's a life use deal or something. Like, sure, if he passes, she has life use of this home. You know what?
Allegedly.
Yeah, is it in writing?
Is that- yeah.
I don't,
I don't know.
believe
She-
that.
I
I don't
don't-
believe it.
I don't think there's. It says an agreement, but I suspect it's some
Dump
kind
'em.
of.
Oh, all right. Wait a minute. But let's
What?
just assume. Wait. Let's just assume that it is in writing. Okay. Let's just assume it is for a second. She's still. It's a total trap. She can't move because then she'd have no place to go. And why would she leave if she could stay there? She can't sell it. Right? I mean, she's stuck. It's like being on the Titanic and bragging about the view.
Yeah.
you
I would
know?
only say if you could somehow,
Seriously.
if you could get the house and then somehow get him out legally and then assume ownership of his assets. That's the only way I would say. Then you can liquidate.
Yeah, like call the boys from New York. Take care of the problem.
Yeah, other than
I'm
that-
sorry. No, I'm not.
But
Okay, this is not nice. Okay,
No.
But we're trying to be like really straight shooting here because
Yeah.
you know something, sugarcoating
Well, I
it.
think she
can't
knows it.
stand
Yeah, I think-
sugarcoating.
yeah.
But listen, you should either be. If you can't get out on your own, you're having a difficult time doing that, then talk to a therapist. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a 10-minute segment on Love Bites. My Love Bites tip is
Mm.
jump ship. You know what? Just have some courage. You're still only in your 50s. Because it's a big difference between being in your 50s versus your 60s. Because the longer you're there, the harder it is going to be. And by the way, how much do you really love this guy if you're fighting so much? And I suspect that the reason, after all, remember something else. You guys already broke up once before,
yeah,
right?
yeah, no, it's
Right,
true.
you broke up once before, so there must be a reason for it. I don't know whether you guys enjoy fighting or whether you are so resentful that you feel that you're not getting what you want and it feels like a bad deal that you're fighting with him. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, it's kind of, the question's a little bit, well, it's not vague because you've really put it out there, but so that's my take. And And we know Christine's take is
That's right. There's no security in this relationship, not only financially, but emotionally.
Right.
It's time.
Yeah.
She's in her 50s.
Yeah.
Build a new life
Yeah.
with someone that's interested in sharing her common goals.
All right.
Why settle? It's your life.
That's right. 'Cause
Crazy.
That Titanic is sinking.
No,
baby.
it's got a bad view.
That Titanic has a bad view, and it's sinking.
And she needs to believe in herself because she sounds like a sensitive, nice person. Have somebody who appreciates that.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? The bravest move, Darlene, that you can make isn't necessarily trying to fix it. You know what? It might be admitting that this is not the right relationship,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's sort of like you're in this almost committed situation.
Well, yeah, I assume sounds like she's living at the house, so you got to figure out, right? Does it sound like maybe
It
she's
sounds like
there?
she
And,
is,
you know,
yeah.
And so, you got to get out of there and figure out, okay, where am I going to live? Do I have to rent? Do I own? And that kind of stuff. And then, but as you said, each day that goes by is another day that it might be harder to leave. So
Exactly. So empower yourself, darling.
Yeah.
Break the cycle, will you? You can still love him, but, be a realist.
And Kathy on the text line
Oh,
wanted
no.
to be a part of this. She wants to chime in to you. And,
Oh, no.
She says, no, you'll like it. I think, Kathy, she says, this woman should be investing in herself. She's getting on, and her main
Yes.
concern should be herself. That's Kathy.
Thank you,
on the text
Kathy.
line.
I think so,
Excellent.
too. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I
There you
love
go.
that.
Text
Good.
line 781-837-4900. All right, so Francesca, we have Love Bites every Wednesday. So if somebody wants to get a question to you and we'll break it down, how do they do that?
They can go to my website, talkwithfrancesca.com, and just click on contact me. And I've had like 3 in the past week, so I've got to kind of catch up with those questions, but I will definitely get to your questions.
All right, we do Love Bites live every Wednesday right after the news at 9. Don't forget, too, if you're missing Francesca, we got a little kiss from Love Bites. We do that on Tuesday mornings about 8:26, and that's been a lot of fun as well. So, Francesca, thank you so much as always.
Thank you, Rob and Christine.